Welcome back to the channel, my friends. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and today we're taking a look at the Emperor's Children. This video is sponsored by CMO Games. More on that later. Play the Chosen of Slaanesh and new Chaos Space Marine armies with Index Emperor's Children. So right off the bat, that title just gets me super excited. I don't know if most of you guys know, but I'm a massive Slaanesh fan. I have been extremely excited and cannot wait for the new Emperor's Children Codex to come out. It's very obvious that that is the next in a string of codexes. We got the Death Guard already, the Thousand Sons. We most recently got the World Eaters, so it makes perfect sense that we're going to see the Emperor's Children as well. But the fact that they're about to get an index means that the Codex is probably still a little ways away. But with the new Chaos Space Marine Codex on the horizon, it's very clear that they are being left out because they're going to be getting a new Codex this edition, and there's just a little bit of overlap. And I know a lot of people have been curious lately as to when those new Chaos Space Marine boxes, the new characters, and the Codex are going to be coming out. And realistically, we're starting to see almost all of the Adepticon stuff come up for pre-order. So I do expect that in the next week or two to be on the pre-order list as well. We recently announced the imminent arrival of Chaos Hordes, mighty enough to darken the galaxy forever. There are two new Chaos Lords coming to ply their malevolent trade alongside a host of returning villains. But what you won't find in the new Codex are certain body-snatching duelists and his ear-splitting bandmates. Lucius the Eternal and the Noise Marine squads are both absent from Codex Chaos Space Marines. And while none can say why they chose not to show up for the next big Chaos shindig, they aren't going without rules. In fact, these devotees of the Dark Prince are getting their own index, with updated datasheets to ensure you can field them alongside all the new detachments. While the Chaos Space Marine Warband can still recruit Noise Marines of their own, the index also includes a guide to fielding a true Emperor's Children army, fixing up your keywords so that you'll feel properly luxurious on the battlefield. And I think this is really important because we'll get an idea as to what they have planned for the Emperor's Children on their own. And then also this will kind of fill that awkward gap in between when the Chaos Space Marine Codex comes out and then the new Slaanesh Emperor's Children Codex comes out. They still have the Dark Pax army rule you know and love. And besides needing to pick the Slaanesh keyword, for anything that gets the choice, like Demon Princes, you're free to use whatever you like from a big buffet of units and detachments that is Codex Chaos Space Marines. You'll also need to put Lucius in the Warlord's chair, the prideful fellow that he is, but let's be honest, you were probably going to do that anyway. The index will be released for free on Warhammer Community, so if you're a fan of pink armor and noise complaints, look for it when Codex Chaos Space Marines hits the shelves. You might think that this heralds the imminent announcement of a new codex, perhaps one bound in human skin and painted in garish colors, but if so, it's too distant for even Warhammer Community astropathic choir to detect any signals, and we've got a stern talking to from the Inquisition for even trying. We can only assume we're safe for the foreseeable future, but if that changes, then we'll let you know. Okay, so a couple interesting things there. One, they mentioned the Inquisition, and there's been some rumors of a new Inquisition Codex. That could just be a little play on words there, but not actually a clue. But realistically, they basically just said what I suspect. The new Chaos Codex is likely coming out in the next few weeks. Obviously, it's a 2-week pre-order period, so as soon as we see the actual codex and the box sets go up for pre-order, we still have almost 3 weeks from when they're initially announced. So even if that's next week, we're still at least a month out on the new Chaos Codex. We're also getting ready for a new balanced status slate. We should have the quarterly balanced status slate, new points and everything coming out relatively soon. So I'm expecting basically points and a refresh from what's in the codexes for Dark Angels, Tau, Orcs, Adeptus Custodes, and then likely Chaos as well. So there's going to be quite a bit in there already. And realistically, Games Workshop just came out flat out and said that there is going to be a new Emperor's Children Codex, but it's still a ways out. And we know that there was on that roadmap a redacted space. And now some people have been assuming or guessing that that's going to be the new Inquisition Codex. In my opinion, and I've been saying it for months now, I think it's going to be the Emperor's Children Codex. Now, regardless, we know at some point in time during this edition it's coming. The real question is how long will they basically have the Emperor's Children and Slaanesh, Noise Marines, and Lucius pulled out on their own in the index before the actual book hits the shelves. And I think at this point in time, there's not a lot of people playing them. There hasn't been new kits come out for them in 20 years, with the exception of the actual Lucius model himself. Everything else is basically just upgrade frames and that's it. So realistically, maybe we even get a kill team upgrade set in the meantime. Maybe we don't get anything from them and then we get an actual new Emperor's Children Slaanesh Noise Marine kit. I would absolutely love to see some unique units as well. But realistically, it's probably going to be very similar to what we see with World Eaters. Now a quick message from today's sponsor. CMO Games has been selling Games Workshop products online for over 20 years. They carry the full line of Games Workshop products including Warhammer 40,000, Age of Sigmar, Necromunda, Blood Bowl, paint tools, and more. Almost all Games Workshop products are priced at 15% off MSRP. CMO Games takes pre-orders for most Games Workshop products released at their earliest date possible. 12:01 a.m. on Saturday, they go live. Most of these pre-order products are also priced at 15% off MSRP. CMO Games offer free shipping in the US 48 with an order of $50 or more. Their customer service is top-notch and they ship most orders within 24 hours. Visit CMOGames.com using the affiliate link in the description and let them know that you heard about CMO Games from Warhammer Man. Now, back to the video. So basically with World Eaters, we got like a specialized version of cultists in the Jackals. We got their main troop, which was the Khorne Berserkers, so likely obviously Noise Marines in this case. Hopefully, we get the Primarch as well. That would be absolutely amazing to see Fulgrim. And then we have the specialized dual kit in the 8-bound/exalted 8-bound. And then realistically, a couple of characters. And that's probably going to be like the entire range, at least for the foreseeable future, which I would be extremely happy with. And I don't know how many people out there are still like super excited for Slaanesh, for the Emperor's Children, for like another Chaos army. But I have been waiting for this for years. I absolutely love what they've done with Thousand Sons. They're just killing it. They're excellent in gameplay. The lore is awesome. The actual models are amazing. Death Guard are glorious as well. Mortarion, the Primarchs are all beautiful. They have like multiple awesome Terminator and troop units. The Poxwalkers, all that stuff, just awesome. And then of course like the World Eaters dropped and they have been doing well in the tournament scene. They still have like a couple of kinks to iron out. The actual range is glorious and does total justice in the name of Khorne. Absolutely beautiful models, great rules, a fun dynamic. And a lot of people were speculating with the release of the Resin Primarch Fulgrim from forgeworld not too long ago that this meant that we weren't going to be getting one for 40k, that it was very unlikely that we would get a Fulgrim and Emperor's Children Codex. And then almost immediately after that, Games Workshop dropped the roadmap for 10th edition and then also like the Redacted, which to me just screamed Slaanesh. Now, maybe it's just temptation from the Dark Gods, and I'll be completely wrong on this. But again, this is just more confirmation, in my opinion. And I don't think you guys understand the level of excitement that is building. I have a massive Slaanesh Demons army, and I have been waiting to upgrade them, to take them into the 40k universe with some of those sweet, sweet Emperor's Children. So let me know if you're as excited as I am. I absolutely cannot wait for this, and I'm super excited just to see the index. It looks like that is going to be coming out alongside the Chaos Codex. So again, likely in the next few weeks. So let me know if you think I'm getting ahead of myself here. If you think there are any particular rules that they should have or that you're hoping they have. Always like to hear back from you guys in the comments. Special thanks to CMO Games for sponsoring the channel. Link in the description to save 15% on Games Workshop products. That's it for today. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man. And it's just about time for me to give in to the Dark Gods. And I'm out of here.